Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now, on today's episode we'll be making meatballs with pasta. I'm about to say spaghetti and meatballs, but I don't have actual spaghetti. And we are doing meatball with pasta. Now, normally you do the traditional canned tomatoes and stuff like this, but instead of canned tomatoes, I've got this nice sauce that I'm going to be using, tomato and mascarpone. So, I hope you like the video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So I've decided to start the video at this point because some of my videos are really long. So just to speed the videos up, I thought I would do a head start, maybe start a bit. So what I'm going to go to is I'm going to go through what's in my bowl for my meatballs, and I'm going to do step-by-step method for everything from now on. So in my bowl I've got 500 grams of mince, quite a few sprigs of parsley, one shallot chopped up, one slice of bread, but I added a chunky slice of bread, so maybe 2 thin slices, and 1 egg, and I've combined it all together. Now we're going to weigh it into 60 grams and put it into the pan. Now, my videos, the longest video I did was the pancake challenge one, which was 40 minutes. I wanted to do a sausage pie video that took 38. This is the sort of thing that could take ages from now, so I thought if I actually make the meatball mix and just tell you how to do it, then it'll be okay. So the actual shallot I chop down like the onions I've done in my videos, down the lines and across, and sprinkle them in. Sprinkle the parsley, break up the mince first into the bowl, robocoop some breadcrumbs. I blended it because my robocoop for some reason didn't work. I couldn't get the lid properly on because I think something snapped. And then you just put 1 full egg in, and that is basically it. So now, if it is a bit wet, you can add a tiny bit of flour, but you shouldn't need to. So I've just put some oil in my pan, and we're now going to weigh them out to 60 grams and put them in the pan. So, and you're going to roll them into balls and put them in. You need to make sure also that everything's well combined. Like, you need to squeeze the mince together like this. Squeeze mince together, so then the onions, parsley, the breadcrumbs are all mixed in nicely. So I'm going to turn my scale on. They don't have to be like we're going to do 50 grams because that's a 50 gram ball and it's quite big, so we might just do. You can always roll it on the table a bit to get the ball-like shape. So 1 is going in. Once I've got a few in, I'll start frying them. But each time I get a bit of mince, I'm just going to squeeze it in my hands. Now, they can be approximate. 1 can be 49, 1 can be 51. But what I wouldn't do is 150 and 153. I would do 49, 50 or 51. But obviously get them all 50 if you can. Now I'm going to roll mine on the table a bit to get the more ball-like shape. So I don't know how many you're going to get out of this 500 gram mix, but obviously once I've done it then you'll know. I reckon we need 8. I reckon 8, maybe 10, 8 to 10. And plus 50 is plenty big enough. So we definitely don't need 60. I'll weigh it out and then I add some more mince. So now I'm going to go. So this one was 49. So far I've got 2 at 49 and 1 at 50. Every time I get a bit of mince, I squeeze. That's bang on 50 straight away, so. So I've got 4, and when I get 5 in, I might start frying them. Basically means just turn the hob on low. So as I've already mentioned in the intro of the video, I am doing tomato mascarpone sauce, but you do normally do the tomato. I'm just doing my own version. Every time I do something, I don't just do the traditional. I don't necessarily do the traditional or do the basics. I do my version of it. So I'm just quickly rolling all these into ball shapes. It's easier to do it on the table. So now I don't want them to be too close together, so I might turn it on now. Fry these ones and then maybe, because then after, what you always do after, when you make the sauce, all the leftover oil and juice in the bottom of this, so obviously you get juice from the mince, you keep in the pan to make the sauce. Because the sauce, if you use the oil and the juice that's left, you literally take the meatballs out, use the oil and meat juice that's left to make the sauce, because then it brings the flavour to the sauce. So once you've got your meatballs out, keep the oil, keep the meat juice, so you flavour your sauce. You always need to constantly wash your hands because it's meat juice, like meat on your hands, residue of meat. So I'm just frying these bits. What we're doing, I have done this quite a few times before on my channel, sealing off. We're sealing off the meatballs, sealing them off, which means just get them brown and then take them out. Brown, get them brown and then you get them off. So we're not fully cooking, as you know by the word sealing off. We're just colouring them, because you then add them to the sauce later. So you add them to the sauce later anyway. So as soon as they're brown on all four bits, you literally take them out. And you add them to your sauce later and let them properly cook. Obviously you've got to remember to cook the pasta, but that'll literally only take 5 minutes at the end. Well, I've got fresh pasta, so mine would. If you've got dry pasta, fresh pasta takes 4 to 5 minutes, but this is once the water's boiling. 4 to 5 minutes once the water's boiling, or if you've got dry pasta, then dry pasta you do about 10 to 12 minutes. So you need to be careful when you're still weighing out while frying. You've got to keep checking on them. Like I am, I'm going to have to keep checking mine. 50 is plenty big enough for these. You've now got to like change them to the side, so then you seal off all 4 edges. Literally take like 2 to 3 minutes to seal off, maybe up to 5. So this one's sealed, so I'm going to take that out and put it on the plate. That's sealed, so I'll take that one out. Be careful using your fingers getting them out. Really just hurt my hand. Didn't burn it, but... So now I'm going to turn it off. It should start to, it might partially cook the bottom bit because it's still hot. And you need to let it cool down before you do the sauce into it. You can tell it's sizzling because it's hot. So we need to let it cool down a bit. That's especially when you do the sauce. If not, it'll spit everywhere. Especially when you put all the sauce in at once, there's a load of liquid, so then it just spits up. Still very hot. It might take a while to cool down a bit. But I don't know if I'm going to, I did 1, 2, 3, I did 6. I did 6 in the last lot. I'm not sure I'm getting 6 this time. I might make 4. So that makes 10 in total. I think around 10 is a reasonable. And obviously you can't squash more into one pan or they won't. It will just, you don't want them sticking together. I might make a 5th one depending on if it. You need at least probably 45 out of the last one to make it. They are meant to be on the sticky side, but obviously if so at my last one I've got, so in total I made 11. So obviously you can probably make around 12 maybe. You can maybe make 10 to 12 probably the range. So I'm going to turn these on and seal these off. And if you've got like a tiny bit left, then not much you can really do about that. I have about 30 grams left, not much you can really do about that. Put that to one side, out of the way. Wash your hands for all the meat juice. And I'm now going to seal these off. See, some of them are already quite dark on the bottom because obviously it was hot, and then that one went in first, proper dark on the bottom. Because you need to seal off, or basically going to keep them in for about 5 minutes. That is, the ones that are on the plate are still proper raw inside, they'll be pink inside. So we're only sealing out the outside. This one that went in first is pretty much done already. So I'm going to take this one out. If there's any like onion bits left in the bottom, keep them because then it just adds flavour to your sauce. And if you've got fat on the plate at the bottom, that means, that basically indicates they're still very raw. So do not try them at this point. So I'm going to remind you again what's gone in these so you know. 500 grams of mince, 1 small shallot, few sprigs of parsley, 1 big slice of bread or 2 small, and 1 egg. So this is what's left in my pan, a few bits of onion and some oil. So I'm going to let that cool down. I'm going to have to let that cool down or my sauce will spit everywhere. And you keep it in for the flavour. You keep it in for the flavour. So keep it in for the flavour. And then you prepare the sauce. Don't matter if the meatballs go cold because don't matter if meatballs go cold, you put them back in the sauce anyway, we can cook the sauce for a few minutes. Now they're partially cooked, they do all have to be able to fit in your pan first time, or all together. So if they don't fit in your pan all together, then you're going to need 2 pans, but mine should all fit in that pan. If not, you're going to need 2 pans and split your sauce 50-50. So we're going to quickly we're going to quickly halve some mushrooms. So we're just going to half them, because they're pretty small as it is, or maybe quarter them if you've got big ones. I'm not fussed about them being like teeny weeny. I'm just halving some mushrooms. So that would probably do. I'll quickly get rid of my scales because we don't need them. I do need a wipe because there's meat juice on them. Mushrooms are going in the fridge. We have, for this video, we have some corn. Just going to go down on the corn. Not the end, and I'm going to do it for 3. And I've also got tin sweet corns going as well. And the next thing we're going to do is the mushroom. Hopefully this has cooled down a bit now. Do not wash your pan, whatever you do not wash your pan at this point, because then you lose all the flavour. So now we've got a pepper. Still is slightly hot. You can hear it sizzling. So for this pepper, I have done pepper before, I'm not sure I've done a yellow pepper, but all peppers are the same technique because they've all got the same amount of seeds and same size. So we're doing thin strips today. Once you've done your thin strips, we're then going down on the strips. Going down on the strips, you probably need, depends how much you want pepper in, half a pepper, or you can do a whole one. So I'm using half pepper because that's basically the same amount of, compared to corn and mushroom. So next thing we're going to do is open the corn, the sweet corn. And we're going to add half. And then we're going to put the sauce in and mix it. We're just going to give it a quick mix to combine them all together. It's very yellowy in here because we've got corn, sweet corn, and red yellow pepper. We only have, I always use pepper, you always have pepper, mushroom and onion. And I added corn and sweet corn. And it happened to be I only have a yellow pepper. I don't have a red pepper. So now we're going to add the sauce. And then we're going to cook the sauce for about 2 minutes and add the meatballs straight away. That smells delicious. I'm going to put it on a medium heat so we get the sauce cooking. So we're cooking. And we're just going to let that bubble for a few minutes. And now I'm going to get my pan with water. So I've got my pan and I'm going to get some cold water in it and get it boiling. I'm going to get the water boiling. I don't necessarily want loads of pasta, but so I have filled the pan with water, then we'll get somewhere. And put it on a high heat so then it boils quicker. And even quicker if you add a lid, but we're not that urgent for it, so a high heat will do for now. It's starting to spit, so it's now going on a low heat. And when you've got to this stage and everything's cooking and sizzling, you add the meatballs in carefully. And look at all that meat juice still on the plate, so that just indicates to me how raw they still are. So you're going to mix them in within the sauce. This should taste amazing at the end. 50 is definitely big enough for the size of the meatballs. I've estimated 60, but 50. 40 would have been a tad small. So I'm going to cut off the video now because you don't particularly want me to watch this cook for 20 minutes. And as soon as the water's boiled, I'm going to add the pasta in and I'll come to you when it's cooked. Right, so I've finished cooking it and the pasta is, well, it's still on, but it is cooked. I need to get a new plate because the new one's got meat juice on it. I've got so many lids in my cupboard, but only one lid fits all the big pans. But every single little pan had its own lid. I can't literally see a thing now because I've drained the pasta and I can't see. Glasses don't help. So I've already tried a meatball to see if it was cooked and a bit of pepper and everything is cooked. It was cooked, I didn't like re-put it on or anything, it was already cooked. So I've probably put about half the pasta, maybe not half, well past the pasta so it's going to be alright. So let's quickly try one piece, should be alright. So the pasta is on my plate. I'm only doing a little portion because I need to try it. This will probably end up being my tea tonight. Or it could be my lunch. So I'm literally just putting the meatball on, and I might put a little bit of, and I've got a little bit of sauce going on there. I don't know how many meatballs is appropriate for the amount of pasta I've got, but I might just do 4. And then you would usually sprinkle some cheese on top. But I think I've still only got, well, the thing is, my favourite red Leicester, you can't buy it grated. So I'm not going to put any cheese on because I don't waste time grating cheese. So this is a close-up on the actual meatballs. This is a close-up on the bit that I'm going to eat. And then there's some, like, just basic pasta. And now I'm going to put you back and try some. Obviously I tried the meatball already to see if it was cooked. Actually I only get half a meatball, the other half's still in there somewhere, I think. Let's try some pasta on its own first because that's an easy basic bit. Pasta on its own is absolutely fine, but it is just pasta. Our packet wasn't even fresh. Now time for a meatball. I might eat half so I can properly rate it. That is very, very, very nice. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another video. I know I just ended my video, but I forgot to rate it, so I'm back with a rate. So I'm gonna have one more mouthful and rate it. That is an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching.